Hey, Meghann Scully, and this is the Limerick Post Show. And joining me now is actress Norma Sheahan. You're very welcome. It's great to have you back. We were chatting there a while ago, and we said the last time we saw each other was in real life in Limerick, before the pandemic.
It was exactly, I think it was 2 years ago, 2 years and a couple of weeks, and you helped me to sell out the Bell Table. I was doing a comedy show, Heal Your Hole. So thank you very much for that. But that was the end of it all then, wasn't it?
Oh my God, I couldn't believe it because I said that to you. I was like, when you were talking about it, I was like, when was that? But I was like, sure, would have been over 2 years ago. And here we are now. And it's like, at least we're talking about a real show again and a proper stage and people being indoors. But bring us back to the last, few years for you. How has it been? And what were you getting up to?
It was horrific, really. I suppose horrific for everybody in a different way. I mean, we're not in a war-torn country anyway, so we can't shout. But I changed my stand-up show, Heal Your Hole, into a podcast. Did 70-something episodes of that with various people. I did Turkey's Hole with Dustin. I did Funny Hole with did Baby Hole with Amy Huberman, and then I did a bit of Angela's Ashes, actually, a bit of Limerick. We live streamed that because I'd done that pre-COVID. And then last October I started Shirley Valentine, and it sold out the Gaiety to 60%. So they had us back there last week. And it sold phenomenal again because Shirley Valentine is a legend. And now we're coming to the Lime Tree next week or in a few days.
I have to say, Shirley Valentine, like, I think I remember watching that as a child. Remember, it always seemed to be on television, actually. Or else we must have had the tape, because I feel like I used to watch it loads. She's such an iconic character.
She's the best. And like, if my mother-in-law rang me from New Zealand just to say that she changed her life, because she, back in the day, women weren't allowed work and they weren't probably allowed to travel on their own as well. So she said that really made her feel she didn't have to be trapped to the kitchen sink, or as Shirley calls it, St. Joan of the fitted units. So it gives people hope, but also what I'm finding is people, like Shirley was actually 42, whereas, and she was feeling past it, whereas now the new 42 is kind of, is 52 really, like, because everyone had their kids in their 20s back then, whereas now, people have their kids closer to 40 really because of work and stuff. But everyone can relate to it because it's about finding a purpose, and it's about all this unused life that drags us down, all these hopes and dreams that we don't use. And for her, it's about just breaking loose and doing something, fulfilling a dream. And she does. And even when the husband is like, come back here and stop arsing around, I heard about you making a fool of yourself with your holiday romance. She's like, the only holiday romance I've had, Joe, is with myself. And now I think I like myself. I think I'm all right, So, and she kind of goes, I won't be there in the history books. I'm not remarkable, but I'm alive. And that's all that matters. It's lovely.
Oh, it's brilliant. And I love as well with Shirley, she's home and she's talking to the wall. And I find when I'm in the apartment on my own, I'm constantly talking to myself. And I was like, if my housemates walked in, they'd be like, who is she talking to? Do you talk to any objects at home, or do you talk to the wall?
I think it's important to talk to yourself or the wall, because I have identical twins, and so identical twins for some period of time were one person. So I see them having this argument that a normal person has inside their head, trying to discuss something or debate it. But I would definitely talk to my car. I think during COVID, I moved into a car, turned it into a studio, and it was my bestie. So Shirley had the wall. That's all she had. She didn't drive. She didn't go far. And then when she went on holiday, she spoke to the rock. So
Yes.
yeah. And again, all Costas did really was kind of brought a spark into her life. Well, they discovered her spark, let's just say. And he calls her Chris, or she calls him Christopher Columbus, because he discovered the are we allowed to say naughty words? She calls it the clitoris, so we're allowed to say that. So it's I don't know, it's about, I don't know, finding yourself, refinding your purpose after you have children, really, I suppose, for women, because you tend to give up so much, you forget who you were. And she says, look, my name changed to Bradshaw, but I know somewhere in there I'm still Shirley Valentine. Where is that person that used to laugh?
I know, because I suppose, like, think about there when I first started watching, you just kind of look at it as it's just this comedy. When you, as you say, when you're talking about it more and get into it, like, it's so relatable to so many people, I'd say. And as you mentioned, your mother-in-law there, I'd say an awful lot of women watched it when it first came out and were like, hold on a second now, this looks familiar.
Absolutely. And the film is, you see, the play was there first. The play was won Tony Awards. Pauline Collins was in that as well. And then it was so successful, they turned it into a film. So the guy who wrote it all, Willy Russell, he also wrote Blood Brothers and Education Rita, but he came on a Zoom with us last year and helped us to make it Irish, because he was very interested in a Cork version of it. No, it's not all all right by the whole way through, but it's certainly an Irish countryside version of it. And everything, like London is replaced with Dublin, everything is replaced with different things within Ireland. But he had to take everything off. We weren't allowed to change a syllable unless he gave the go ahead. And my director, Michael Scott, is a friend of his. So he got him involved, and that was really special because Willy Russell is like, in the UK, he's God. Whereas here we just think he's fantastic for Blood Brothers and all the other things. But
oh, that's so interesting. What about if Shirley Valentine is now from Cork, where does she go on holidays? Is it still Greece, or does she stay close to home?
The flight is Cork to Corfu. Yeah.
I'm going to Corfu during the summer. Yeah.
Are you free? Are you looking for a Costas, or are you dating someone else, bringing him with you?
We'll know. We're going on a girls' holiday, all right. So it should be interesting.
Brilliant. I might join you.
Do
taken out.
Bring Shirley out. But so you said it sold out the Gaiety. So how was it then? You're getting to bring it to the big stage after all these 2 years and like not being able to do anything. So how was it finally bringing Shirley to the Irish crowd?
Well, you see, places like Limerick will be fantastic because it's that bit smaller. And the Gaiety is the most beautiful theatre in Ireland. I mean, and then places like Waterford, we went there, and that's like a mini Gaiety because it's still got the old vibe to it. But then, I mean, I'm going to places like Glór and Limetree, Source and Thurles, Visual in Carlow. I'm doing all the 32 counties. But like I did places like Driocht, and I just had to throw the sad bits out the window because those ladies just didn't stop for air. They laughed for 2 hours. They just couldn't stop. The show was way longer because I had to go off and dry dishes and do things to just let them get it out of their system. It was like they bottled up their misery for 2 years, and they just left it. Oh, if I could have brought those women with me to every venue, they're electric. And like even Access up the road from Driocht is selling out now as well, and Pavilion down here sold, and Roscommon is selling, and I'm hoping for the same for Limetree. It's slightly bigger than the other country venues because it's a beast really, and the Bell Table is kind of a cuter venue for Limerick and more traditional. But I loved doing the Limetree with Angela's Ashes actually. Even though people say Angela's Ashes the musical, but we had a great time doing it. Great time.
Yeah, I suppose it's so polar opposite. You think of Angela's Ashes, you think of Shirley Valentine. But I think the one thing that we've noticed the last few months is that everyone is just so excited to get back out. Like everyone is mad to go to anything and everything.
Yeah, I'm getting loads of messages from people. It's really about getting the girls out, and like you're guaranteed to, maybe wear your incontinence pants because there is a lot of laughing. But it is deep and meaningful. It has layers as well. It's not just complete fluff. But definitely the women coming out, and you can see some of them haven't met up in 2 years. It really is special. And I'm getting so many messages about you give me a motivation to to start living again. Because we'd all been told, just stop living, lock yourself up, talk to that wall. You're not allowed to live. And yeah, there's a lot of people only coming out of the box now.
Oh yeah, no, it is. It has been so tough for so many people. I think it is great to see everyone making the most of life again, because I think for a while, as you said, we kind of thought we couldn't do anything. It was kind of sitting here being like, am I allowed to go there? Am I allowed to sit with these strangers? Am I allowed to kind of talk to these people? And now it's like, no, we can go out and do it.
Yeah, I keep like when I'm going into the supermarket still, I'm going, oh, a mask. Oh no, I don't need to wear a mask. I do. I should. Would I? Am I being bad? I just don't know what to do.
It is. It's all really mixed messages. As we mentioned, Norma Sheahan, Shirley Valentine's come to Limetree Theatre on the 22nd of April. I know tickets are up on the Limetree now, and I know you're getting in character with your cocktail there as well.
Doing a bit of rehearsing here, getting ready. Yeah, we'll have a few drinks down the Limetree. No, I have lots of pals in Limerick, so that'll be a special one. I'd say there'll be a bit of a bender after that one.
It'll be a party for sure.
Again, is it the 22nd? Isn't it 22nd of April?
Friday, the 22nd of April, 8 p.m.
I better remember the date myself.
But Shirley better turn up now for us.
Brilliant.
Norma Sheahan, thank you so much for chatting to us on the Limerick Post Show.
Again, thank you.